Happy first day of autumn and spectacular Sunday, everyone. Hello. Hello. I know Anti was the first one here before the live started. Um, I don't think she's here right now. Hi, Huda. Look at you and hubby. Oh, the picture. Thank you. Hi, Alice. Spectacular Sunday. Oh, there you are, Anti. Hi. I saw that you were in here earlier, Anti, and that you left a comment, so thank you. Alice says, I have a complaint. Okay. You probably never got the plate, Alice, because it never got sent. We just gonna tell it like it is. I thank you all for being here. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up. Again, spectacular Sunday, and it is the first day of autumn. And here in Michigan, the Michiganians are feeling the first day of autumn because it has gone from the 80s to like the low 70s. It's been raining all day. We'll probably have snow for Halloween. That is how crazy the weather has shifted. But you are on Blue's plate, and I'm Blue. I am not wearing blue today, but I will be eating off of a blue plate if that helps anybody. I appreciate you all for taking some time this Sunday evening to come and join me for dinner time. If you have not seen what's for dinner, there is a short. It is pinned. I guess it would be at the top or the bottom of the chat. The short for today's dinner has been pinned. And if you haven't seen that, please watch the short. You can even take 60 seconds now to leave and watch the short because I really won't be explaining much about dinner. I'll just be eating. So if you watch the short, you'll see the roast that I prepared in the famous blue crock pot. All right. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for being here on this beautiful Sunday evening. Feel free to watch some more of my content. And if you like what you're watching, subscribe. If you have not subscribed, please continue to thumbs up whatever it is you watch. Even if you don't like all of what you're watching, hit that thumbs up for me, and I greatly appreciate it. Do I? I don't know, Huda. I think it might just be the weather. I'm still in a little bit of pain from yesterday's parade. Also, the link for the other channel is also in the chat. But we did the parade on yesterday morning, and you guys may not have known it, but I was in serious pain, and I ended up stopping for a little while, for a long while, before I could actually make it home. And so I have just a little bit more pain, but I think it's just it's a gloomy day outside. It's just been raining, raining, raining. There really hasn't been any sun. So that, I think the weather has a little bit of effect on how I'm feeling today. But I'm here, and I'm in the land of the living, And so I am grateful and happy about that. I love fall as well, Alice. Fall and spring are my favorite um, times of the year. Um, yeah, my favorite seasons of the year are fall and spring. I see 5 people in here and 3 thumbs. If I could get the thumbs to equal with the with the amount of people in here, I greatly appreciate it. The color looks beautiful on you, Blue. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, continued prayers. You seem like a real religious person. Well, Golden Tube, have you been in here before? Because I've been live not even 10 minutes. It's really kind of difficult to know if someone is religious or not by listening or looking at them for less than 10 minutes. So stick around, Golden Tube, and you can find out for yourself if your opinion is accurate. So, yeah. So, to the 9 of you, again, thank you. So, the reason the live is at 6:45 is because that is my normal time. Um, but it also kind of gives me time to sit and chat with you all for a little bit. Dinner is done. I just need to serve it. Hubby will be here in about 12 to 15 minutes. Um, I'm not sure if he's eating with me, but that is Dion and I that you see on the picture for anyone that's new. Um, the picture on the blue plate is not what we're having. That's just my profile picture of the meatloaf with the grilled pineapple. But the picture on the thumbnail will change after dinner. I have to take a picture so that I can update the thumbnail. And I'll do that in a little bit. Hi, Tia. Welcome. You're not late. We've only been live 5 minutes, Tia. You're not late. Dinner is done. I did a short for dinner. The short is in the pinned comment by me. So you can check out the short. We have a little bit of time before we eat. I'm going to plate up everything closer to the time that that Dion's gonna get here. But again, you're on Blue's plate and I'm Blue. Please hit the thumbs up as you come in. And I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much to Blue's security. That would be Hudat and Alice. Thank you. I know that there are other things going on in people's lives, and there are other things going on the app right now. Other people are live, and I appreciate that you all came to spend a little bit of time with me. You guys, this food smells so delightful. And I did something different to the roast. I utilized honey mustard to slather all over the roast. And when I tell you that it smells so good, right? You guys get to see it, but I've been smelling it in the crock pot for hours and hours. And I'm like, I don't even know if Dion is eating with me. I almost just want to start eating, but I'm gonna be good today, and I'm going to wait. Alice is fast. I wanted to read it. Oh, thank you, Alice, for getting rid of that. All right, I see you all speaking to people, but I don't see them. So let me go back up. Come on in with the purple hearts for Anti and the blue hearts for me. Thank you. Hey, Wanda. Happy first day of autumn and spectacular Sunday to you. How was your day? So while we're just chit-chatting, again, I started at 6:45 because it's my normal time and it gives me time to chit-chat with you all, catch up with you all. We are going to see a lot of each other this week. We have tonight's meal. Then we have salmon, white whole wheat rice, and Brussels sprouts coming up probably tomorrow. Then we are finally having our mini seafood boil. So you guys are going to see me at the least 3 times this week, okay? We are working on growing the channel. We are working on getting our numbers up. I've been looking at my views. They've been going wonderfully. But I realized that I've got to start putting out a little bit more. Blue's Plate has come far since January. And so I am full speed ahead on trying to put out the content. I may even take you guys shopping with me one day this week because I got to go pick up some lobster tail from Sam's Club along with the salmon that we're having. So definitely you guys might be sick of me after this week because I'm going to be here. YouTube has a thing where they take away watch hour. They give you the watch hours, then they take them away because they have found out that, you know, people might be watching more to in a 24-hour period, or they're counting the views, the watch hours, and there are bots watching your content. There are you know, there's all types of reasons. So I think one day they took away like 20 hours. Yeah, they took away like 20 hours, 20 watch hours. So it's all good. We're just going to keep going. Took away 19 watch hours on my other channel. And then there was another time on this channel that they took away like 10 watch hours. So we are about a little over 1,200 watch hours away from the 3,000 that we need. So for that purpose, I'm going to be tripling up on content this week. So thank you all that continue to watch. Shout out to those of you that continue to watch old content. I really appreciate that. I go through and I'm like, oh, I have a comment from like 3 days ago and the video is like 2 months old. I greatly appreciate that. That just really shows support. So thank you for all of you that continue to thumbs up. I want to do a shout out. I recently found out that I have a sister that watches. So I want to say shout out to Sissy, you know who you are. And Kev, love you guys. Thank you for sitting down and tuning in to your baby sister. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, so we're on our way, you all, and this is our channel. This is not just Blue's Plate. This is for all of us, where we can come and we can enjoy each other's company. So I greatly appreciate that. So I went back up to read comments. Thank you for those that are sharing. Tia, thank you. Janice, hello. I was like, I knew I saw people say hello. Thank you. Hello. All right, so it no problem, Blue. Thank you. Thank you, Anti. Shout out to those of you that are shout out to Anti, who not only shared with us on the last live that she got monetized, but she also got over her 1,000 subscribers. Woo! Congratulations to Anti. Hi, Stoned. Wonderful, spectacular Sunday and happy first day of autumn. Hello. Let's go, dinner time. It is dinner time. It's 7:02, and I'm going to start plating up in a moment. But yes, shout out to the gaming community as a whole. People are connecting with people, and I am so excited to see Anti and the other people in the gaming community skyrocket. Y'all are playing some games, and I'm glued. I'm like, over there, watch out. Wait a minute. Don't go there. It's too dark. I feel like I'm in the game. And then before I came here, if you watch this, shout out to the cable company, aka Gator. We were having an amazing game of Hangman. I saw Anti over there. And he's not in the gaming community, but every Sunday he plays Hangman. So yeah, and shout out to all of you that are new subscribers. Your subscription to this channel is greatly appreciated. If you don't know what we do on this channel, we cook, we eat, we test new items like the Oreo cookie video. If you haven't seen that, check it out. Oreo cookies, the Oreo cookies that I did were for a limited time only. I cannot find them in the store anymore, but I did find them on like Amazon. But yeah, that's what we do over here. And we grocery shop and different stuff like that. But anything we do over here is really food related. So yeah, so it is 7:04. I am going to wash my hands, and then I am going to plate up our roast, get hubby's potato together, and just talk you guys through what we're doing for our meal. All right, so give me a moment and I will be right back. Like I'm going into a whole different room. I'm right here, you guys. Again, if you are interested in what is meant to be inspirational, motivational content, please check that channel out. It's called Blue Inspires. Check that channel out. And I greatly appreciate that too. Oh, this crock pot is hot, hot, hot. Lord have mercy. I think I forgot I had turned the crock pot up, you guys. All right. Let's get it. I think this is going to be absolutely perfect timing because by the time I do this, hubby will be walking in the door. All right. Whew. Let's get out our roast. This is the roast that I made in the short. Let's get out our carrots. Got some rosemary, some onions. There are no potatoes in here. I will tell you why in a moment. Woo, Lord, it smells so good, y'all. Woo! And I just think that it's probably going to be so tender. I think I'm going to time this just right, too. We've got onions. We've got fresh rosemary. We've got carrots. This was cooked early this morning. I think that's good for now. How's that looking, you guys? Does that look good? Let me get a paper towel, a washcloth. That one. Whew. There's our roast and our carrots. Y'all, I'm so excited. I touched that washcloth. Let me do a quick wash of my hands. And let me put some of this liquid over our meat. Lord, I thank you. Lord, I just want to thank you. All right, you guys. That is our roast. Oof. All right. So, the reason, let me see what you guys are up to over here. Thank you. Thank you. I hope it's as yummy as it looks. Thank you. Thank you. Shona. Hi. Ooh, spectacular Sunday and happy first day of autumn. Thank you for congratulating Anti on her success of her channel. Thank you. I appreciate you guys doing that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the reason that there are no potatoes. Hold on. All right, the thumbnail is because we are doing the potatoes separate because I am not going to have any potatoes, but hubby is going to have potatoes. All right, so I am just going to dress up his potatoes. Oh, he told me he wanted 1.5. I have a feeling he's gonna want more than 1.5. So that is why I'm not having mine over a potato. I'll show you guys what I'm having mine over in a moment. Okay. So I just have a 1.5 potato, some avocado plant butter, which is my favorite. I love the avocado plant butter. We really don't even buy regular butter anymore, unless it absolutely is called for in a dish. Other than that, I just get avocado butter or any kind of plant butter from Country Crock. Any kind of plant butter from Country Crock. They have avocado, they have sea salt, they have no salt. They have about 4 different kinds of plant butter. And it's actually really, really flavorful. All right. Let me pour a little bit of liquid over this. And then over his, he's also going to have habanero cheese. That's the white habanero cheese. And then the roast. How about now? La 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 la. Can you guys hear me now? La 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 la. Good now. Thank you. Okay. So you guys know how I said I'm going to time that. Wait a minute. First of all, let me go back. Because while I was putting the food in the thing, people came in. Love our toy pups. Hi. Wonderful, spectacular Sunday. Happy first day of autumn. Who else? Was that it? Okay. And then I saw Urban. Hello, Urban. Ooh, spectacular Sunday. Happy first day of autumn. Listen. Remember how I said I'm going to time it just right? So I took the stuff out. I got hubby's potato ready, right? Because I'm going to time it to where I know he's going to come through the door. Well, that was him calling. That was him calling, and it knocked out the sound. I don't know when hubby is going to walk through the door. But I tried to wait for him. And I'm going to finish making, I'm going to make my plate. And when hubby gets here, I can warm his plate up, okay? So I apologize. When you're on YouTube live and a phone call comes through, it knocks it out. Hubby forgot that I was live. When I answered the phone, he was like, "Oh, you're live, aren't you?" Yeah, I'm live. Yes. So, anyway, I'm gonna finish his. But anyway, so we have a very tender roast. All right. We have a very tender roast. And I'm just gonna go ahead and plate hubby's up. Try to get as little fat, because I know he doesn't really like that. Y'all can see both, right? Lord have mercy. He's like, I forgot. How you forget that? So I apologize, you guys, for the sound getting knocked out. So this was a really big roast. If you watch the short, you will see that it was actually a big roast. When you get the roast from Sam's, they come 2 in a pack. So it was a big roast. It shrank a whole lot more than I thought it would. And then we'll put that carrots on top of there. So this is hubby's. I'm going to take his and put it in the microwave. Oh, he must have left the store and then came right away because he just pulled up. Ooh, he was finna get it. He doesn't even know. All right. So there's hubby's. All right. Yep, that's hubby. I'm just gonna melt this cheese down a little bit. Okay, so for mine, I am having mine inside of these red peppers. Hi.
Hello.
You good?
Yeah.
How was work?
Good. Here you go.
All right, you guys. Hubby made it. Did you just went ahead and came home? Or did you stop? Did you go ahead and get it?
I grabbed it.
So I'm putting that same cheese in mine. Some roast. I'm glad you had a good day at work.
So am I.
And I'm glad you got home safe. And I'm sorry for fussing at you. I just wasn't expecting. Like, when you called, I was like, okay, something happened. Right?
Yeah.
And then when I realized that you were fine, I was like, what? You're calling me and you're fine? What is it that you could possibly want in the middle of my live?
Hello,
I was gonna
everyone. How are you doing? Yours is stuffed peppers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
I'm sure they're speaking to you, but I can't read the chat right now. Do you want to go ahead and wash your hands, though?
Yes.
All right, you guys. And then, of course, I'm going to top mine with a little bit more cheese. And that's dinner. That's it. I was like, no, I need you to come home. I'm waiting on you to eat. I'm hungry. I've been smelling this roast all day. No, I'm going to need you to come home. That stuff can wait. You're going to have to grab a chair.
Okay.
There's hubby's plates.
I will do it right here.
I'll be right there. Bae,
Yeah.
are you having V8?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. I'm so hungry. For real, for real. It's like, he better come. Here, I'm about to eat without him. I'm about to eat without him. I didn't grab your cup, though.
Okay. I will grab it.
All right, you guys. So hubby is having V8 splash. And then you can use that fork that's in there. All right. There is my sweet potatoes. My peppers. I'm having, of course, my Coke Zero. All right. Hubby's going to say grace, and I'm going to look at what I missed.
Father, we thank you for this meal that we are about to partake. We thank you that it is cleansed and nourishing. We thank you, Father, that you bless those who are less fortunate to have nourishing, healthy food, Father. Help them, Father, to move from struggling to blessed, Father. Continue to watch over your people. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Baby, will you please take that drip drip?
Yes.
Thank you. You'll have to hear me on the replay. Urban, thank you for sharing me out. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 11 thumbs. Can we get 13 thumbs to match 13 people in the room? In the live. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. So, you guys see what we're having? I took that roast beef, that chuck roast, and I put it in peppers with the same cheese and carrots as hubby. And here is hubby's on a baked potato and a half with the same cheese and carrots. He has said grace. Everybody's speaking. Hi, Mel. How are you? Who that said hey? Alice. Everybody said hey. You too. Thank you, Mel. Microwave Nutella cakes. Come back later and tell me what that's like. Y'all are working tonight. Do black people eat rice all the time? Who that said you were drooling? Are you drooling?
Yeah.
Oh, you got your phone on too, so I have to always read the comments to you.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, thanks for stopping by. All right, you guys, let's eat. Because listen. What's wrong?
I want to move my fork.
Come, go that way. And then I'll come this way. Okay. All right.
Time to dig in.
Time to dig in. So, what did everyone have today? Oh. The carrot. Just the carrot. Just the carrot. Oh, yeah. Yes, take a shower. Yes. And be safe out there and don't catch a cold. I got my nerve. Let me shut up telling folks stay out the rain and don't catch a cold. Alice and who that? Don't come for me. Shauna, don't catch a cold. So has everybody had their meal for the day? Has everybody eaten? Oh. If so, what did you all eat? Why is it that the last time I did this, I could see?
I think last time you had
King Vondell, hello.
Hello, welcome.
Who that said something? Because Alice said, right, who that? Yeah, sure enough, and Alice, you would think that they were. Oh, okay. Thank you for coming in. Y'all, what did you guys have for dinner? Stone, are you still here? What did you have for dinner? Are you dropping carrots, babe?
Unintentionally, yes.
That's okay. I'll get it later, babe. What did everybody have for dinner? Or did you guys not eat yet? Lord have mercy. You haven't eaten yet? Okay. Alice, what about you? What did you all do today? I was trying to find a topic to talk about today, and I couldn't think of anything that I thought would like interest you guys. Is everybody excited about the voting season will be over soon? Election season will be over soon. Anybody happy about that? I am. I'm tired of getting mail. You know, you got the presidential one, then you got the ones going on in your own town.
Representatives, senators, Such a lovely circus.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Interesting choice of name.
So, what's an interesting choice of name?
Person that just came in, Sexy Cooking.
Sexy Cooking. Hello. Welcome to the live. You did salmon? Oh, Janice. We were supposed to do salmon, I think Friday. I couldn't do it. Yeah, I'm over it too. Yeah. You slept all day. Are you feeling okay? Oh, you're at work. With salad. What? You guys are too far away. With salad. Oh man, it went away. Oh, you woke up feeling yuck? So liquids all day. Okay, gotcha. Well, I hope you end up feeling better. Crab cake, potatoes, and coleslaw. Oh, okay. That sounds good. I've never made crab cakes. Maybe that's something I could do one day. He wants to take us back 300 years.
That's not where he wants to go, Alice. He wants to take us back to the Roman era.
He wants to take us where, babe?
He wants, well, no, I take that back. Not 300 years. He wants to take us back to World War II, Nazi Germany. Hitler was elected, but during the war he was given emergency power to stay in government.
Can you guys hear him? I'm always yelling, so.
So yeah, he wants to recreate Nazi Germany, except in the U.S.
Well, I really don't know what he wants to do, but I believe Alice and I believe Dion. Whatever he wants to do,
It ain't good.
it's not good.
And obviously, Facebook supports him. Because on Facebook, if you mention anything about Project 2025,
I'm fine, go ahead.
they will strike what every post you do about Project 2025 and say that it has been fact-checked as false. Now, how is it false when you can go anyplace else and find information on this document that's over 900 pages? That lets you know who Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook or Metaverse, whatever the heck they want to call it, is supporting Trump.
What does Mark Zuckerberg have to do with it?
He's the one who supposedly founded Facebook. He didn't really find anything. He just copied a bunch of stuff that already existed and put it all in one. He copied Yahoo and Black Planet.
So you're saying he wants to take us farther back. Not just 300 years, but even farther. And yes, Alice does have a political channel.
Yeah, he wants to stop all types of things that benefit people that are, not part of the wealthy elite. Yep.
He wants to stop veterans' disability. Okay, anti. Oh, you haven't been over there since February? Well, good, Alice, because they might have you feeling a certain type of way, according to what hubby is saying. That they seem like they don't want you to say anything about
Project
one of the presidents.
Project 2025. If you say anything about it, it will come up as fact-checked as false.
So from my understanding, Trump is trying to And me talking about this on the channel may get people, I might lose subscribers. So let me make something very clear. We're just having a conversation. We are not here to tell anyone how to vote. It just sparked a conversation when I said, are people ready for this voting time to be over? Everyone can vote how they want to vote. Everyone can choose to vote or not to vote. Everyone can choose the Republican or the Democrat or the independents. Everyone can choose what they want, but there's nothing wrong with having conversation. So I hope that, that won't make people leave the channel just because we're having dinner talk about something that's current, right? The presidential, this is the year where we're going to get a new president, whether it's one of the independents, which you don't hear a lot about because I feel like the plan is to lean you towards Democrat or Republican, more so to lead you to Republican. But it is a now topic. And if that's just what happens for us to talk about, then that's fine. Please don't unsubscribe because you think that we're swaying you one way or the other. We're not. I'm sure hubby knows who he's voting for. If I vote, I know who I'm voting for. But everybody makes their own decision. My bottom line is just be well informed. Allow yourself to be well informed about your decision before you make a decision. Right?
Yeah, I agree with what Alice said. She said, my advice is don't vote against your own interests. And yes, Janice, he mentioned Heritage Foundation because Heritage Foundation is a think tank that helped write Project 2025. Anything you look up online about Project 2025, it will say that the Heritage Foundation wrote it in conjunction with Trump or with a document Trump had already written up called Agenda 47.
You guys, this is good. How's your meal?
Good. I'm really enjoying it. Thank you.
Thank you.
So good.
Of course, please do. Since we're talking about it and people would like to subscribe to that channel, Alice, please drop your political link in the chat. Thank you. Wanda would like to see if she's subscribed to you over on that channel. So please drop your political link.
Hello and welcome to everybody that just came in.
I'll stop. I wouldn't. I haven't been active. He mentioned Heritage Foundation. I'll stop. I wouldn't want to bring issues to your page. No one can bring issues to my page but me, Janice. Feel free to discuss. We're talking about it. So feel free to. So this channel, I really encourage us to have open discussions about whatever topic comes up, right? That's the topic that came up. So Janice, please feel free to express how you feel about what's going on, because this is life-changing for everyone. Right? So Alice has dropped her political channel link. So Alice, are you keeping this link up, this channel all the time, or are you just keeping the channel during the election season? So real quick, this roast was made in the crock pot. There were 2 in a package. I only made 1. I wish I would have made 2. For the first part of the cooking, I had no liquids in the pot. Just that honey mustard and seasoning mixture that I put over the roast. And then several hours later, I added no salt beef broth to the crock pot. All year round. Okay, so there's her channel. Wanda, the link, Wanda, is right there. If you tap the link, Wanda, it'll take you to her political channel. I feel like neither of them have my best interest. Okay, so see, we have different people over here. Anti says she's not voting. You know? Yeah. I understand. We've discussed that a little bit before. I understand that. I think Alice said it best when she said not voting at all would be like voting for Trump. When she said that, it kind of made a difference in my brain. Not voting at all is a vote for Trump.
And I do.
So,
oh, go ahead. I apologize.
It's okay. So I think that, and when I think, because I was where Anti was at the beginning of all this, I'm like, I'm not voting. I was feeling like how she was feeling. In my opinion, at the end of the day, none in my 44 years, none of anybody that's ran for president or anybody that got in office truly 100% had the interest of all the people, right? So this year it comes down to which one's the better. For me, it comes down to which one's the better, right? So I'm basing my decision off of that so that I at least do vote, because specifically as Black Americans, we didn't have the right at one time to vote. And people did fight for us to have the right to vote. We weren't even considered as human enough to vote. So for the sake of what has been done, for me to have that right, I have changed my mind and I will vote. But I totally understand why people feel the way that I once feel. I totally get where Anti's coming from. I was there. But when I heard Alice say that one time, not voting is like a vote for Trump. And there it is. Unless the Heavenly Father came to my living room and sat on the sofa with me and had some popcorn and some Diet Coke and told me to vote for Trump. That'd be the only way this sister would vote for Trump.
Hey, Senna.
It would take a serious move of the Holy Spirit. Okay, it would take God the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, because I wouldn't vote for him. I bet half my subscription's going to be going down by the time this is over.
I do agree with what you said earlier about if you don't want to vote for Democrat or Republican, start researching the independents that are running. There are a lot of independents running.
Independents. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Hi, Senna. Thank you for coming.
I know one of them that's running is Robert Kennedy Jr. He's running. He used to be a Democrat. He left the party because he realized that, you know, they're not.
Give me 1 second. Hi, Rolo. Your name looks familiar, but I'm not sure if I've seen you before. If not, welcome to Blues Plate. I'm Blue, and this is Dion. Welcome. Okay.
Hello.
She says Robert Kennedy dropped out and endorsed Trump. Janice says, my only concern is that she mentions that she will fix this and that she is in office now. And good point, Janice. Good point, Janice. Good point, Anti. Trump good. He ain't.
Interesting communication.
Trump good. He all right. He'll be a good president.
I guess that's what that's supposed to mean.
Just read it. Just read it as it says.
Okay.
And if you can fit the right word in, then just say it.
Okay.
Lots of good points.
Welcome, Supreme Queen.
Hi, Supreme. Yes, Alice. Yep. Someone else said the same thing. That his campaign was funded by MAGA. So he is no longer running and he endorsed Trump. Yep. A circus on all sides. I like that you all seem to be well versed in the knowledge. I know for sure Alice is, because I've seen her channel and I've, heard her speak about it. But it's good that those of you that are in here seem to be somewhat knowledgeable of what's going on. And I feel like above all things, that is lacking during this election. People are not knowledgeable. But I know people are out there trying to make people knowledgeable so that they can vote. That they can vote knowing, right? You good?
Yes.
Not just voting because, you're not just voting for Kamala because of her race or her nationality or because of her gender, right? If you're voting for her, you're voting for her because when you put the two together, in your opinion, she's a better candidate. The better, right? If you're voting for Trump, you might be voting for Trump because you don't want to see a woman in the White House. You might be voting for Trump because you most definitely don't want to see a woman of color in the White House.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, there's reasons that a lot of people vote and they have nothing to do with the actual facts, right? And so this conversation is just sharing how we feel and putting out there what we know. You guys tell us what you know. Hubby can tell y'all what he knows. I have to listen to hubby and y'all because half that stuff goes over my head. You know what I mean? And if it comes down to me not knowing exactly what to do, then I have to just research some more and keep researching. The closer it gets, I guess, Yeah, a lot of people don't anti. has yet to answer questions. Gotcha. Yeah, so Janice is coming from like the military angle, and Ty's coming from the angle of we want some questions answered, and I'm sure you're not the only one. Hi, Jamila.
Hey, Jamila.
If Trump is going to do much for America, all of you have some great points. And Ty is saying, "Hey, lady, answer some of our darn questions." Janice is saying, "What about the vets?" Alice is saying, "What are you going to do this time that you didn't do the last 4 years you were in there?" All very, very good points, you guys. And
Very
this
good
is
point.
why it's good to have that conversation.
Yeah. Well, Trump, what he's going to do that he didn't do the last 4 years when he was in office, he's going to expand the president's power and turn it into a dictatorship. That's the point of Project 2025. Build a base where you have near omnipotent control of the United States government, and nobody will be able to say anything against you. That way it can benefit you and your buddies.
Supreme says she's for Trump. She took this. Sorry, I'm for Trump. She, I'm assuming meaning Kamala. And let me stop calling her Kamala. VP Harris, she took this place downhill. She doesn't have my vote. She took this place downhill. What did she do?
Because as vice president, she really can't do a lot other than be in session during the House of Representatives.
Signs of dementia, really? They need to do right by the people, yes.
Yes, they do. But you have to remember, Rolo, are they going to do right by all the people or specific demographics of people, specific groups that back them?
Inflation record highs, borders open. The economy was good. No wars, prices of food was good. Inflation. Mm. Mm. I agree with excuse me, I agree with yes. For those of you that felt good enough to drop your views. Yes. Anti, thank you for pointing that out. Says it's not our fault if the voters, it's not the voters' fault if they were deceived. I think everybody's being deceptive. I think Kamala's being Miss Harris. I think Harris is being deceptive. I think Trump is always going to be deceptive.
34 felonies. I think that might show that he's kind of deceptive.
Let me say this. I have said this from the very beginning. And this is just my opinion. Please don't come for me. I find it, me, not Dion and I, not the chat and I find it hard to understand why any low class, not low class by the standards of society.
Low income.
Right? Thank you. Low income. I find it hard to understand why low income, middle income people of color would vote for Trump. Am I saying that clearly? Why lower income, middle income people of color, people of a certain nationality, right, would vote for Trump. Because in my opinion, from the little I do know, I can only speak on what I do know. He's degraded that group of people, which would include you and I. He has degraded. He's been disgusting. He's been disrespectful. He's been, misogynistic. Is that the word?
Yes.
Right? So I find it, and I know misogynistic has nothing to do with race. That's about how men are with females.
Yeah.
He's been all of that. So I find it hard. I almost, when it comes to that, I would agree with Anti, who's like, I'm not voting at all. It's stuff like that kind of makes you not want to vote at all. And I just don't see the things that he has said, the actions that he has shown, the way that he has disgraced people of color. And when I say people of color, I'm not just talking about Black Americans. I'm talking about people of color, period.
He hates Latin Americans.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't want them in the country.
So I find it hard to understand. It's not that I'll never get it, but I find it odd that people like that, what I'm speaking of, would be at the polls. Trump, 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 right? You see the rallies. Trump, Trump, Trump.
Nobody's spitting out typical liberal talking points. We're talking about the actual points of why we disagree with electing Trump.
Now, wait, what happened? What was
somebody amen corner? You don't have to agree with our views, but we don't have to agree with yours either. We're having a discussion. Now, if you're not intelligent enough to have the discussion without being insulting and attacking people, because you don't agree with them.
Babe, can you hold on a second?
Yes.
Who was insulted?
No, he's trying to be insulting, talking about you're just spitting out typical liberal talking points. Okay, spit out some typical points on how Trump as president benefited me. Please, I would love to see that.
Let's everybody just calm down. Okay. Never apologize for your candidate. You vote because you felt a connection or sway to it. It's not us the vote. Yeah, okay, right. Inflation record high, borders open. Gotcha. I'm for whoever takes the least amount of money out of my pocket. All right, gotcha. Sorry, I'm not okay with people coming over living for free and I'm struggling. Yes, gotcha, Anti. Inflation was caused by the pandemic and corporate pricing gouging. Okay. Who that's agreeing with Anti? Supreme's agreeing with Anti. Yes, yes, yes. And please, over here, it's okay to agree to disagree. Okay? Always will be. All right? I don't want people to agree with me just because it's me. Not going to agree with y'all just because it's y'all. Please, it's okay. We're having dinner. We're having a conversation. And stuff can get heated. But we're just all going to, share our thoughts. That's all.
Yeah.
And we are starving. Yes. Explain your reasoning. Okay. So when you say explain your reasoning, I have to know who you're talking about. Amen Corner. I personally will vote for Kamala. Trump has literally shown me by his word and his actions now and in the past, he is definitely not for me. Gotcha. What
All right.
has she done for the black community? Gotcha. I agree at Blue. Trump has no idea of what it feels like to struggle financially, period. And that, Alice, I think is what I was trying to get across, right? I believe Trump is dang near a racist, a misogynist, a manipulator, a liar. He will say and do what he needs to say and do to get what he wants. That is my opinion. You are just spitting out typical liberal talking points. Who are you talking to? Amen Corner. Who are you talking to? Be specific. Who are you talking to?
Hey, welcome, Victor.
He
So
doesn't
was.
want illegals in the country. His wife was here illegally. I didn't know that. Besides, who's really illegal on stolen land? This is why I never talk politics, but good conversation though. It is a good conversation, anti not being degrading, guys. Just tired of hearing the same BS. Well, who's speaking BS? Because from what I see, first of all, this is my hubby. So if he felt like you were saying something towards me, that's probably why he responded the way he did. So when you're in a chat and you're talking, you kind of have to let us know who you're talking to so that I or that person can respond to you. Yeah, so no, I believe that you're not trying to be degrading, but again, just say who you're talking to and then that person can reply, even if it's myself or Dion. This is Dion, you guys, Deon.
Hello.
And he's actually in the chat, so you guys can say stuff to him as well. And if he sees his name, he'll reply to you.
Yeah.
I have friends who don't like Trump, but is a Republican, and will vote for who is running regardless. I don't like them for that. I don't dislike them for that. It's their choice. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because okay. There are people in my family that are Republican. Let me make this clear. There are people in my family that are Republican, but they will not be voting for Trump just because they're Republican. Right? You have to make a conscious decision to not just do something because of the title you fall under or the
What do I have to lose if I vote for Trump?
babe,
Trump.
I was literally
I
in the middle of
apologize.
saying something.
I do apologize.
Never mind. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, baby. I do apologize.
No, go ahead.
What do I have to lose voting for Trump? I'm sorry. Obviously, you have not read up on what Project 2025
Please
is.
don't belittle the people in the chat.
I'm not belittling. He's saying all this stuff. I keep mentioning what Project 2025 is. A think tank document created with Trump working on it and the Heritage Foundation. Over 900 pages of plans and agendas that he wants to implement once he becomes president again that will give him more power than what the president is supposed to have. More control than what the president is supposed to have. Power and control he can use however he wants. So, you're asking me, what do I have to lose? I have a lot to lose. If one man wants to gain more power than what he's supposed to have, our government is supposed to be a check and balance system between the president, which is the executive office, the legislative branch, which is the House of Representatives, if I remember correctly, and Congress. Those three branches are supposed to work together. Even if they don't really like each other, they're supposed to work together for the benefit of the people. For the last, I would actually say, to my knowledge, for the last over 5 decades, they have not done that. And now this man wants to give himself, wants, if he's reelected, give himself more power and control than he's supposed to have to do whatever he wants. How is that benefiting me? I don't disagree with your choice of wanting to support Trump. If that's who you want to support, that's good. But that's not my choice to support him. I understand that supporting him for me could be detrimental. Hopefully that answers your question.
Hi, So Blessed. I agree. People are voting for who they like. I agree. People are voting for who they like.
Yep, high school.
And not the politics. It's like, can you guys hear me? I lost signal. Can you guys hear me? Just need to know if you guys can still hear me. Thank you, Janice. My view, no president benefits us. I agree, no president 100% benefits us. I'm for us healing the world together. Very good, Victor. Inflation is a world issue, is a world issue, and America's inflation is improving. Hey, Sublast, I love you. Gonna give you some credit here. You remain open-minded in terms of allowing both sides talk about their opinions. I respect that. Lord Farquaad, most definitely, whether it's this channel or my other channel. Isn't there enough? Isn't there enough mess? Isn't there enough drama? Isn't there enough, going back and forth? Like, there's enough. If we can't go back and forth and have a conversation without, pulling out weapons against each other, no, I'd rather just not talk. You know what I mean? So yes, thank you for pointing that out. Most definitely, you're going to get that over here, whatever the topic is. I don't usually talk about political stuff. I didn't know that asking, is anybody ready for the election to be over? I didn't know that this is the conversation that we were going to have. However, I want people to feel good here sharing how they feel. And I want my hubby and I to feel good sharing what we feel. And I want all of us to do it respectfully. And so far, to the best that I've seen, that has happened. If you've never been here, then you don't know how we are. Then people that are new here may not understand. But this is not one of those channels where we're going to strike up a conversation and beef with each other, right? This is also not subliminal. This is not a subliminal comment. This is a generalized comment because it's happening on YouTube and in the world. It is a time in our lives where we have to stop beating each other up. I remember somebody saying to me one day, let's have a debate, but we'll debate the topic, not each other's personal, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We're not attacking the person.
No,
we're not discussing the person. We're discussing the topic. We're not attacking the person for how they feel. We're just having a discussion, right? And if it gets out of hand, then it needs to not go any further. That's all. I see the comment about what do you have to lose. It now says men corner. Was it supposed to be men corner? Because I know earlier it said, uh, I don't know who you are, but that that broke up the he said vote for Eminem. Now that I can do that. Let's go Michigan. Let's go Michigan. Okay, let's go. Let's go Glove State. Let's go. Yes, everybody go vote for Eminem. Thank you, Brecca. Thank you. Yes, let's just do that.
Sounds like a good idea.
I'll do that.
What do we have to lose?
Trump is the first convicted felon to run for president. If he were black, this wouldn't be a conversation.
No, it wouldn't.
Mic drop check 1 2 1 2. I said mic drop check 1 2 1 2. Alice, I 100% agree. Let that have been anybody else of any other race. I 100% agree. His race and his money has afforded, and his reputation has afforded him the audacity and the right to still be in the running, and very unfortunately could be our next president for the next 4 years. But let his race had been different, and I agree, we would not be here right now. And that is a comment I 100% wholeheartedly agree with. 100%. 100%. Thank you for the 27 thumbs. Deanna, I stand with you. Trump's got to go. Your
nice
Cowboys
evening.
got murdered again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Who did they play? Who did the Cowboys play? Who are you? Why are you so? Don't never be sorry you're late for coming into the chat. You can always catch the replay. Kamala gonna have y'all moving integrates in y'all house.
I think she meant immigrants.
Anti Kamala gonna have y'all moving. Girl, who is the integrate? Let us know so we don't move them up in here. I'm sorry you feel that way. I respect your view and hope y'all have a nice evening. You're sorry I feel a certain way.
He's talking about how I feel about Trump.
Any specific examples of where you're getting this information? Lord Farquaad, you're going to have to specify who you're talking to. You better have conflicts with dictators. Yeah, better to have conflicts with dictators, really the best option. Nothing, honestly, he can't really do anything. I agree. Trump is the first. All right, I think I went all the way back up. Yeah, you better have conflicts with dictators, really the best option. Any specific examples of where you're getting this information? Lord Farquaad, whoever you're talking to will choose to answer you if you let them know who you're talking to. I'm sorry that it seems like you feel you have to go Amen Corner because someone disagrees with you or has their own feelings. Yeah. Some of y'all need to go do your own research and stop parroting.
Yes. Stop parroting Mag. MAGA.
Some of y'all need to. This is what need to happen. Alice and Dion, y'all are like forces to be reckoned with. Alice, do a live, and Dion will come join you because y'all talk the same. She like some of y'all need to do your own research, and you're like, you know, to hell with you if you.
I'm not like that. I can
Hello,
respect
Blue.
somebody
Sorry.
having their differences and them wanting to support Trump. That's their choice.
Why is our government split mainly between two parties? I think it's time for the Democrats and Republicans to take a back seat and work together to help a Green Party to clean up this mess. Oh, okay. I got that. I go for the side that actually helps us, the American people, not the illegals. So you're voting for Trump because he helps the illegals
No, he doesn't want the illegal,
while
except unless he's marrying one.
Supreme said, I go for the side that she already said that she's a Trump supporter. She said, I go for the side that actually helps us, the American people, not the illegals. So Trump helps the American people, not the illegals. I think that's what she's saying. That's what you're
Okay.
saying, right, Supreme? Trump helps the American people, not the illegals. And that's why you're a Trump supporter. Gotcha. Dion, I stand with you. Trump gotta go. That came from Wanda.
I see.
Um, I want to go back to Supreme. She's saying, I go for the side that actually helps us, the American people. I'm not going to say, from what I understand, that Trump doesn't help the American people. I believe that Trump is for certain American people of a certain race and a certain social status, for the American people of a certain class, for the American people of a certain uh, financial status. I don't think Trump is for all American people. Limited to two parties at the end of the election, he always seems odd to me. Thank you, Subblast, for the reminder of the thumbs. It's the system. Sorry, not the end. I know you could make some slap collard greens. 20 January 6, 2021 was a dress rehearsal. I don't do the race thing when it comes to presidents. I'm sorry. As a Black American woman, I have no choice but to do the race thing when it comes to presidents. I go for who the USA, not the color of their skin. I don't vote based on whether they're black or right? But I have to take that into play. Okay, you're driving, be safe. But thank you for sharing, Supreme. The
Yeah.
Ravens did what they needed to do. Oh, the Ravens played the Cowboys. Got it. Immigrants. Are you talking about the football game, Alice? Blue, soon you will have immigrants living with you if you vote for her. Baby, are we gonna have immigrants living with us ever?
No.
Okay.
I
Supreme.
mean,
Supreme and
hold on.
oh, you were saying immigrants anti. Babe, hubby said you were saying immigrants. So anti and Supreme are trying to warn me about the immigrants living with me.
It
The
depends.
only way an immigrant would be living with me is if we adopt.
A kid from a foreign country. Well, no, it depends.
But I got you, Supreme and anti.
Supreme and anti. It depends. If it's a government-sponsored program to house immigrants and we getting paid for it, oh, I'm down for that. Since they get all benefits, they gonna have the cash to pay.
So it was Trump who said he's going to take us back 300 years. His words. Trump is for Trump and his friends, his rich friends. I agree. I didn't hear that, Alice. I know he's for the USA. He isn't for, she isn't. She's letting everyone come to the USA and live for free and give our hard-earned money to them for free. Gotcha. I agree with Alice and Dion. Vote Democrat. Um, Supreme, now that's a fact. Can America be single for a while? Can America be single for a while? Trump could use a civics lesson himself. Nobody's first government job should be a president, period. I did not know that that was his first government job. We work hard for what we work hard for what we work hard for what we have to give our money away for free. Amen. I agree. That ain't right. We have to work 2 to 3 jobs while she's lets illegals come and take our money from us. Yeah, keep in mind that these decisions that these people make as president, as senators, as whatever, they're not making those decisions by themselves. They're working with the team. They're doing a lot of them, a lot of the time, Biden is not sitting in his office, twiddling his fingers, saying, let's do this morning. Trump, and I'm not for him, but Trump wasn't sitting in his office for 4 years saying, I choose this one and I choose this one. None of these people are making the decisions by themselves. And if I am mistaken, someone feel free to correct me, but I have never known of a president to be making the decisions on his own, or a vice president to be making the decisions on her own, or the Congress or the House or the Senate or whatever. Like, these people are not, it's like, I don't make decisions by myself in this household, right? It's a us thing, right? I guess that's the best way I can explain it.
Yeah.
They're not just sitting there making the decision by the. So do you think it was Harris's decision to run for president by herself? I think that was pre-planned months ago for this thing to happen the way it did before it happened. Right? There's always a plot. There's always other people at work that we don't know about. And so I said that in reply to the decision-making statement. Trump has an immigrant living with him. Her name is Melania. Isn't that his wife?
Yeah, but she's not American. She wasn't born in America. She was not a naturalized born American citizen. She's an immigrant. And if it wasn't for, illegals from Europe, he wouldn't have wives.
Supreme and anti-are killing me. Well, then look, they just gonna be on the live with us, y'all. Anti and Supreme. If they end up living in the yard, they just gonna be on live with us, y'all. Listen. I don't know what to tell y'all. Trump has an immigrant. Okay, the chances are very unlikely, but I have a bed if someone really needs it, and I will die if they don't get it. Supreme is killing me. The video is on my political channel. You guys, definitely go check out the link for Alice. So there's multiple links in the chat. There's a link for Alice's political channel. There's a link for Blue Inspires, which is the motivational channel. There is a link for the short today. There is a link for the Cash App. There is a link for the Amazon wish list. Laugh out loud, then let them live in my yard. It's empty land anyways. On one hand, they say the migrants are taking our jobs. And on the other hand, they're saying they're living off the government. Make it make sense. Well, you know what? There's work to be done. And there seems to be a lot of lazy Americans that don't want to do the job.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm just saying.
True. And the reason you have the situation with immigrants, you have two just like with Americans, you have two different groups of Americans and two different groups of immigrants. You have the Americans who want to work for what they get, and you have the ones who are like, can I get a handout? Same with the ones that want to work in the U.S. and we can get handouts.
I don't like the idea of that immigrants are all bad. It's bad right here in the U.S. Trump lowered prices and gave us money with the stimulus checks and CTC for 6 months off.
Welcome, Sandy.
When did Trump do stimulus checks?
He didn't. Congress had to approve it. He wanted to make it seem like he was pushing for it so he could look good while exiting the presidency.
But wasn't stimulus going on before?
No,
it was started by someone else, though. It wasn't initiated by Trump.
No. But he wanted to make it seem like he was the one who pushed for it when it had to go through Congress and they had to approve it.
I want to know what Trump lowered the prices of, Supreme. That's my question. Trump lowered prices. What did he lower the prices of? Trump was against the stimulus. Congress overrode him. That's what I thought. Alice, tell it, Dion. Hey, you're still here. What is the name of your political channel? Sorry if you already answered the question. I must have missed it. Alice, please drop your link again. Alice is going to drop her link again for her political channel. It will show up by her name and it will show up in a blue hyperlink. If you tap it, it will take you directly to her political channel. Hello from France. You have to work to be on food stamps. Girl, let me tell you about how they do. Look, we finna take this conversation to a whole nother level. I don't know who has to work to be on food stamps, but over here in Michigan, you can't get none. Zero. You get zero. Girl, oh my gosh, that just took me to a whole nother. That just took me to a whole. Outside, girl, you gonna get me started. Now that's something I can talk about. Okay,
oh my God, Victor.
That's something.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Victor's comment.
That's something I can talk about. Anti. I got married, and they took mine, and then told me my husband made too much. And I say, I say. What you talking about, Michigan? What you talking about, Michigan? Gosh, you can't get, unless you have a baby, not while you're pregnant, but unless you have a baby, they want you to the rules for food assistance, to me, are insane. And I'm just going to leave it at that because we're not talking about food stamps. And I'm sorry for getting off the topic. But Anti, you got me thinking about that thing. Did you take your message away? Don't take your message away. You can still live off the government and work. Some do work, but they don't get taxed because they are illegal.
True.
Hello, Taiwan. Anti-social gamer, you don't have to work to get food stamps. You got to do something, Alice, because if you make too much, you can't get nada. Not in this state.
Yeah.
But you have to look for work. It's not a requirement, but you have to turn in. In Texas, you have to be looking for work. Wow, really? So you have to be looking for work in order to get food assistance. Wow, Anti. And that's something to think about, all the different rules, all the different stuff.
They actually have that here in Michigan. I know a number of people who have been through that.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that must be new because I don't remember that.
They have instituted it back in the late 90s, where you have to be looking, depending on how long you've been on it, you have to look for a job, because what was happening before the 90s, you had people who were generationally getting assistance. And one of our former governors decided, yeah, we're going to stop this. This is how we're going to stop this. You have to be looking for a job. We will give you a special voucher so that if this job hires you, they get a tax free voucher.
Wow. So there you go, Anti. I just said we have the same thing here. I didn't even know that. Blue, he lowered prices on food and gas. Did he, Supreme? I don't remember that. What state was that in? When did he lower prices on food? Let me know so I can go to that state. Because right now, the girl, the price, Supreme, girl, the price of food right now.
I agree, Victor.
So Trump lowered the price of food and gas.
In
But
what
while
universe?
Trump was in office, the gas in Michigan was still almost $4 for regular.
Wait a minute.
So
in what universe?
I wanna know, in the 4 years that he was in there, was he 4 years or was he the whole 8? I want to know what city and state he lowered gas and food in.
And was it in our universe or was it in Marvel or DC? I need that clarified.
There you go. There you go. You're doing that thing again.
No, because it's
There
funny.
are some people who believe he gave those stimulus checks. Yeah, I was under the impression that he didn't want it. Okay, Wanda, right under your comment is the link to All Things Political. Alice's link. Please press it and then go to her channel. I retract my statement. That was my bad. But it was true, Anti. Because I can't get any. And don't be jobless and married. Okay? While we talking about EBT card, hit that cash app. Just play. While we talking about food stamps, hit that $ Smurf Blue 80. No, Supreme was right. The immigrants taking your food stamps. Is that what it is? Supreme and Anti, y'all be on some of this stuff, huh? The president has nothing to do with gas prices, good or bad. Oh, okay. I'm just saying I'm not okay with non-Americans using our tax dollars to live here. Okay. Non-American, yeah. That's what Supreme 2 is saying, Anti. I fixed my statement. Yeah, but your statement was true about the food stamps, girl. You have me about ready to go on a whole nother binge about that food assistance.
Welcome, Quantum.
No, Anton, your statement was not wrong. I agreed with your statement. Besides, gas prices were lowered during the pandemic because people weren't driving, and there was very little demand. I make too much for food stamps, but it seems like I still make too little. Ding, 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 ding. Is that the message that you were laughing at?
Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Excuse me, Trump lowered the price of food and gas in 2000 never. Y'all killing me tonight. And all I did was say, is anybody happy that the election will be over soon? Why didn't somebody warn me?
I agree, Victor.
Oh, Lord. Your quantum reality, lower prices. I just paid $3.89 for a dozen eggs. I'll let you for a minute. I can't believe eggs, your quantum reality. I can't believe the cost of eggs. Now, I want to know who's responsible for that. Was it Harris? Was it Biden?
Or was it the chicken?
Was it Trump? Well, who was it?
It was the chicken.
Okay, let me know so I don't vote for them. Okay?
It was the chicken. They wanted more food.
Shoot. Someone told me Trump said he would not tax our overtime. Did he say that? Alice could probably answer that question. Mine was signed by Trump. All three of them. Mine, I don't know. Mine. I don't care if people come over here to live, but just get a job. Yeah, get a job. I like that idea. He said that he would eliminate taxes on overtime. Meanwhile, Project 25 calls for the elimination of overtime. Wow, they want to take away people's overtime?
To my knowledge, Alice, it's not that they want to eliminate overtime. They want to make it so employers don't have to pay overtime. In other words, they can have you work a bunch of hours and you don't make anything more than what your regular hourly pay is.
I did anti. Anti. I did. I did this. Never again. Look at my face. Never again.
Welcome, Vira.
Never again. Anti. Quit calling me out, anti. Girl, I did this.
That might be a good idea, Mel.
I'm back. I'm gonna read the chat and catch up. Yeah, Mel, we ate and then I asked a question. The question went something like this, Mel. Is everyone happy that the election will be over soon? Because I'm tired of getting stuff in my mailbox. And the next thing you know, yeah. So yeah, you'll have to either watch the replay.
You have a supporter trying to get you elected for trying to get you to run for president.
They blame everything on Trump anyway. They do. Hello, Blue in chat. Hi, Vera. Yes,
Hey, Vera.
she said that. Shake my head. Eggs prices. They would give us all a free chicken so they can have us lay some. Listen, if I could lay some eggs for the whole of the nation, I would for free. Because one thing that should not cost the same as a gallon of gas is some eggs.
Yeah.
Okay? Eggs. Eggs, y'all. 12 eggs. So for those of you that are tired of buying expensive eggs, this is what I'm gonna need you to do. Go to Sam's Club, get that big old box, okay? Or go to Walmart and get that big old box. And it is way cheaper than getting a couple of dozen, okay? That's what y'all can do. That's my tip for y'all tonight, okay? She says, yes, he said that. Corporations are responsible for high prices. It's called price gouging, all right? No, that will never happen. Drop the link. Oh, drop the low. I'll slide with the... Anyway, D word, he hates us. Trump, blue for president. Anti. If you know what, let me holler at all y'all for a minute. If I were to run for president, eggs for 12 would cost $1.69 a dozen. Gas, unleaded, because when gas was high, I had a premium vehicle. Okay, Infinity takes premium, and when I told you I had to almost pay $5 a gallon, now we have Duke, and it's no way that my eggs should cost more than my gas. So if I was elect me your president. Oh wait, that's the wave of the queen. Elect me your president, and I vow to look out for all the people that are low income and middle income, and I vow to I don't know. I done talk too much, and now I can't think of nothing to say. I want to say thank you to those of you that are like trying to bring some humor back into this conversation that got real serious. But yeah, I mean, the child support sky high, people not being able to get food assistance when they need it, when it's an actual necessity. I feel like, we as people ruin that for ourselves because of not doing the right things with it. Gas prices far too high. You know, salmon costing $30. Eggs costing $4 a gallon. I mean $4 a carton. Milk costing almost $4 a gallon. You try to eat healthy, that's expensive. The only way you can get around eating healthy is if you go to farmers market.
Or own a farm.
Or own a farm. Yeah. You know, there's just a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot. But thank you. I have one person that will vote for me. Thank you.
I would vote for you.
Thank you. Thank you, Anti. And Anti would be my VP.
Wow.
Yeah, and the chat went banana. Not just the chat went bananas. Somebody else went a little bananas too.
Oh, cool, Mel.
Somebody else went bananas too.
What about banana pudding?
Trump signed the stimulus checks because he wants everything to be about him. I think if corporations took that extra money.
Welcome, Homestead and Nightmare.
Trump didn't take a check his whole presidency.
I wouldn't either. If I'm a billionaire, why do I need money to be paid for being president?
Anti, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. I've never even heard her speak, except for when they keep showing her on commercials about how she let some illegal immigrant get out of prison and the illegal immigrant went and killed somebody. Like, how is that her fault? But I don't mean to sound like her. Mel gets free milk. Oh,
Wow.
bless you. Hi, Homestead. Thank you. You have to watch the replay. We had a roast today.
You too, Victor.
Did I say hi, Homestead, or Homestead and Nightmare? Either way, hi, Homestead and Nightmare. Welcome.
Yes. We went from talking about the
We
two-party
went from making a pretty plate of roast beef over a baked potato with carrots and roast beef and a red pepper with carrots, and both were covered with habanero pepper jack cheese, habanero white cheddar cheese. And then let me say this.
That sounds like a good idea, Quantum.
I think at the end of the day, this was a pretty good conversation.
Yes.
We laughed. We joked.
We discussed our differences.
We discussed gas and eggs and Trump and Harris.
And we found out that Blue is running for president and Anti is her vice president.
And the do's and the don'ts. And Anti said, I sound like Harris.
I get to be the first husband. Yes.
Anti said I sound like Harris, but she's still gonna be my VP if I run and if I win. And if that happens, half the White House is gonna be blue and half the White House is gonna be purple because that's our colors. I believe your color is purple, Anti. And 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 right now I am just trying to eventually end this live on something comical. But there was a lot talked about in this live. Usually when a live is this long, I go back and I timestamp the live for the people watching the replay. And I'm not going to timestamp this one. I'm going to change the title to something so that people know what our topic was. I'm going to timestamp when the meal begins. I'm going to timestamp when the conversation begins. I'm not going to go through and timestamp every little topic because for me, the overall topic was the 2025 election, 2024 election. So I will change the topic and then timestamp like the splits and stuff. Other than that, I'm not going to go timestamp everything. How are duck eggs? I've never had them. Me neither. Oh, you're still here. Kamala lied a lot too, so I think they're equal on that. Yeah, at the end of the day, they're both not telling the whole entire truth. And for anybody that comes in on this part who just happened to come in when I said none of them are telling the truth, read the chat and read the room. This conversation is about the 2024 presidential election. Okay? Nothing else. I compared the election to YouTube. Dion compared the election to
a circus.
I thought you said high school.
High school and the fact that it's a popularity contest.
Okay. So we're not talking about anybody specific, okay? I know that people like to, get things discombobulate stuff. Oh, we already said goodbye. My garden requires almost an hour a day. Ooh, a garden. You guys listen. One way that we're going to save is I'm going to start using my Aero Garden. If anybody would like to give into the use of me using my Aero Garden for our herbs and vegetables, we are going to be doing that this winter. We're going to be using I was gifted my Aero Garden, and I'm going to start using it as soon as I can purchase some stuff for it. We gonna have to start practicing because when each of us are talking, never mind. So this is my Aero Garden, and we're gonna be using it. Shout out to Wanda, who gifted it to me when she was a guest cook. She was a guest cook on the channel a few weeks ago. And she, Wanda is a fitness girl. And she gifted that to me. And we're going to use it as soon as we get some stuff to use it. I don't want to upset. Why am I upset? Janice, what are you talking about? Why would you be upsetting me? Trump did not forego all his paychecks. That's another lie. I got eggs every day. I have chickens and ducks. Is that why you said you don't want to upset me because of your eggs? I think I'm behind. They are. Nobody lies as much as Trump, not even J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance?
That's his running mate for president, his vice president choice.
Well, I thought J.D. Vance was the black guy that plays... Never mind. Never mind. Laugh my A off, the Blue House. Alice, Kamala is a lie too, so I think they were... Yeah, that's where I was stuck at. I think nobody that has ever run for presidency has ever told the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help them God. They're human, they lie. Humans lie. If somebody's walking down the street and they accidentally bump into you and they say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Your shoes are beautiful. I hope I didn't scuff them." And you say to her, "Your shoes are beautiful too." And then you walk off and say, "Girl, that was some of the ugliest shoes I have ever seen. She should have left them shoes in the store." You lied. Okay? Now, people want to say there's different levels of lying, but a lie is a lie. And I don't think in the 44 years that I've been alive, I don't think Reagan told the truth all the time. I don't think Bush told the truth all the time. I don't think Clinton told the truth all the time. I don't think the next Bush told the truth all the time. I don't think Obama told the truth all the time. I know Trump don't tell the truth probably none of the time. Biden not tell the truth all the time, and neither is Harris. So there it is. Yes, the blue house. Hi, Mel. I don't eat duck eggs. I also have quail eggs. They are highline. So we done got talking about eggs. I can have that conversation. I know something about some eggs. Poached egg, fried egg, scrambled egg. Did you guys know there's a difference between beef broth and beef stock? Anybody know that? I know I'm switching the topic, but that is something I was going to ask you guys today. Did you guys know there's a difference between beef stock and beef broth? Let me know. The reason the eggs are so expensive is because it costs more to transport them. When Trump was in office, we were energy independent, us buying foreign oil and sending money to other countries. Gotcha. You need a man in office. Oh Lord. We not even finna have that conversation. I'm not even gonna quantum reality. I cannot join you in that conversation. Because it's that bull crap right there. Okay. Never mind. Because the Taurus was finna. Blue, it's your channel. Say what you want to say. I am so tired of 2024 hearing that it's got to be a man in office. It's got to be a man in office. I am tired of hearing that. I'm not tired of hearing that just as a female. I'm tired of hearing that because where did we come from? Where have we come from? Are you kidding me right now? Because a woman can't do what a man can do? Because a woman has a menstrual cycle, she shouldn't be in the White House?
How many women see
Because a woman can bear children and she goes through too much stuff, she shouldn't be in the White House? Because she's a female, she shouldn't be in the White House? Because she has mood swings, she shouldn't be in the White House? Are you kidding me? Your opinion is your opinion. And if you felt good enough to share that in a room full of females and on a channel holder of a female, and I'm going to assume that you're not a female, and I shouldn't say that because people believe that. People believe. There are some women that believe that. But are you kidding me right now? Like, at what point do we get off of our high horses and the mindset and the mentality that a woman shouldn't do certain things? Why? Why?
Because most people want to hold on to archaic, outdated
It is
concepts.
2024. People got stuff against gays. In 2024, why? People have stuff against certain religions. In 2024, why? Race issues still in 2024, why? And now we have to deal with this. A woman shouldn't be in the White House. Why? I would love to know your answer. I am willing to sit here, if you haven't already answered, and get your answer and your opinion on why a woman doesn't need to be in office. take our guns away. Mickey Mouse generally gets a pretty high percentage blue, yes. Yes, I don't know what you guys are saying yes about, but Biden don't tell the truth because he...
Well, Mel, if you want that, you have to vote for blue for president. Welcome, Tracy. Welcome, Maria.
God put a woman on earth for man, not to rule man. I'm going to read it one more time. God, the creator of heaven and earth, put a woman on earth for man, not to rule man. Much like Anti said, quantum, I respect your opinion. As asinine as it sounds, I respect your opinion. You are forever entitled to hold that old jacked up mentality. Yes, you are. But I'll be daggone crazy if I sat here and then you said it's God's intention. Let me tell you something. I don't know why and when people decided that they know what God wants and doesn't want, right? Like we have the Bible and we have the Bible that was not written by God, but inspired by. And
No,
why are you tapping on me?
Because
Listen,
No,
listen.
no, I
Let
need to
me.
respond.
I need as a woman and a believer in God, you cannot tell me that the God that created me will not open a position for me to be the head of something.
He's already proven that by CEOs and
Okay,
executives
to
of
be the
companies
head of
that are
something,
women.
to rule over something. This is 2020 freaking 4. There are women all through my family, my mother, my grandmother, my uncle, my aunts, and one day myself that's going to rule over something. It's going to be, I'm going to be at the top of it. And the people under me are not necessarily going to be under me because I don't roll like that. But the idea that a woman, by God's standards, I think what got me is when he put God in it.
Well, he's one of those people who thinks that if they put God in it, that justifies their
I
action,
think that was the
their
turn of
statement.
your comment for me. See, I was about to end this live, but then that God, that's not how God wants it. It's a whole lot of bull crap going on in the world today that God is not happy with, that God is not pleased with, that God is pissed off by. One of them being this buffoonery of this election. It is not that God did not mandate women to do a certain thing. Yes, I understand how it goes. As a person that grew up in church, as a pastor's kid, and as a believer, I understand that the man, the rib was taken from the man, and the blah, 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 blah. But we're not talking about like in a household. We talking about something bigger and greater. Like in this household, this one right here is the natural ruler. The creator, God, as you say, is the spiritual head. And this one right here is the natural head of this household. I don't run nothing in this house, but you better show enough believe I'm not underneath him. I'm not behind him. I'm beside him.
Yes.
And just like I'm beside this one can be beside me because there are some things that he will be like, I'm not even going to touch that. Baby, you got this. So then I make the decision and he stands beside me, not beneath me, not above. But the idea that a woman is supposed to be in a certain level, not ruling. I'm going to let my husband talk because he got something he want to reply to. And then after that, I'm gonna be done because
Quantum.
God put women on
Part
earth
of
for
what
man.
you said is correct. He did make woman so man wouldn't be alone, would have a physical companion. But he did not make women to be subservient to us. The only person they're supposed to be subservient to is God. So if you want to be technical about it, because a lot of people try to find ways to take the Bible and twist it to mean what they want to mean so they can justify their statements, their actions. For example, slavery. They put a verse in that says, slaves, obey your masters, for this is well with the Lord or before the Lord. God didn't create us to rule over one another, but this happened to just jump into the Bible. Something somebody asked.
And we supposed to rule over the land, not each other. When did it become ruling over a man and a man ruling over? When did that even become?
It didn't.
You know what I'm saying? That's that
That's
buffoonery that's got twisted with religion and with super hyper religious people. That's what that is. That's not no. Okay, anti. I okay, anti. Okay, anti. Yes, ma'am.
we men and women are to rule this world together, not one rule over the other. I hope that helps you. And if it doesn't, God bless you. Have a wonderful night.
So you mean to tell me, what's your name? What's your name? What's his name? Quantum. So you mean to tell me, yes, anti, I hear you. I hear your voice. Quantum, you mean to tell me if your daughter, if you had a daughter, and she wanted to become the president of a company, where when she sits at the table, everybody else around the table is male. And she's sitting at the head of that table, so they are quote unquote under her. Would you tell her then, Quantum, not to take the job? Would you discourage her for applying for the position because she would be in a position that you feel a man should be in? And if you had a daughter, and that daughter wanted to do something on the scale of the presidency, Would you then tell your daughter, honey, I don't think you should do that because you'd be ruling over men and that's not the way God planned it? Would you tell your daughter the same thing that you just said in this chat? Would you tell that to a female cousin? Would you tell that to your mother? Would you tell that to your auntie? I'm not going to support you because that is a position that a man should hold.
Oh, no, he's saying that's not what he was saying. Okay, since that's not what you're saying, Quantum, please show me the scripture where it says, God so made the president of the United States that a man should only rule. I would love to see that scripture.
I'm reading something into this that I didn't say. We need to watch our sugars.
Bye-bye.
Okay, you'd like to leave it at the President of the United States. Can you tell me where God said that a woman shouldn't be the President of the United States? Since you're saying I'm reading too much into what you said. Do you think that you can say something like that to a female and not get a response at all? What females are you used to being around where you can make a misogynistic comment like that and not get a response? And I'm not angry, right? Because you're still in the chat. It's not like I blocked you or took away your comment. No, 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 no. You are more than welcome to share your opinion, but just know that if people disagree with your opinion, there's going to be questions, there's going to be communication, there's going to be conversation, because that's what grown people do. So if I'm reading too much into your comment, please explain to me where God said, or maybe he just told you, that women aren't supposed to rule. Let's just stick with what you said exactly. That, it's not God's plan for women to rule over men. And then you're talking about the presidency. Let's take a few minutes to break that thing down.
Wasn't there a Queen of England?
So that I can get an understanding of what you mean. The things that I said about sitting at the head of the table, blah, 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 whoop, 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 zippity boo bah, was because those are all things where a woman would rule over a man, so to speak. That's why I brought those things up. I understand very much so, educated enough to know that we're talking about the presidency. Those were examples that I was using to get my point across, but I am totally willing to hear your point. If you're still here and if you still want to have the conversation, we can have the conversation. We have queens, but he's not talking about the queen. He's talking about the presidency. I don't think Kamala is smart enough to run a dog kennel.
That's your opinion.
Okay, can we get clarity? Because it was you that said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 few comments ago that I was reading something into what you said. I want to get clarity on what you said, because you did not say Kamala. What you said was women. And who you're talking to is a woman. So I'm trying to get clarity on that. I just want clarity on that. God put a woman on earth for man, not to rule man. Your last comment says you don't think Kamala is smart enough to run a dog kennel. No, that's not what you said. I said God made man and then he made a woman for man. That's not what you said. Let me remind you about what you said. Maybe you can't go up that far, but I got you covered. I got your back. I got your back, Quantum. I got your back. Your words, and I quote, were your words, and I quote, God put a woman on earth for man, not to rule man. That comment clearly means that you don't think a woman should be the president of the good old US of A, or in any position where she would have seniority or authority or any great scale of things. That is what your comment was. You didn't talk about who was made first. That's not what you said. You said what woman was put here for. And what I'm starting to understand is that if I allow this back and forth that you and I are doing about what God put woman on earth for, we're probably never going to get to a resolve. So it is best that you hold on to your ideas and your thoughts and your opinions about what God did and why God did it. I mean, I'm assuming that you had like an out of body experience and that you went to heaven and that you said, God, and God said, yes. And you said, should women rule over men? And God must have said, no, I only put women here for man, not to rule man.
Quantum is funny because Putin doesn't have a lot of respect for anybody who has been president.
How much respect do you think Putin is going to give Kamala? I can see that you're not going to, you know, stick with the topic. You want to start bringing Putin and stuff into it. So, Madam VP Harris is a whole lot smarter than the 78-year-old demented convicted felon dictator wannabe who's running against her.
That's probably true because she didn't try to stay out.
He doesn't. No woman, according to him, no woman. He would choose no woman to run, according to him. And who is he saying good luck, sir, to? Who are you talking to? Who is he talking to?
I do not know.
I think that was your opinion, but I think it was very hateful and very cruel. And again, it's probably that I have heard that so many times. You know, I don't think God would want a convicted felon ruling over anything.
30,
Not something God told me.
34-time convicted felon.
I'd like to choose one, Quantum. That's your Sunday challenge. I'd like you to choose one. I'd like you to choose one, Quantum. That's your Sunday challenge. I would never vote for a woman for president. Yes, I will say it. Alrighty. Quantum, thank you so much for sharing your disgusting opinion with us. We greatly appreciate it. Where's the video of him saying that, Alice? Young Charlie Trump said that he wants to be dictator on day one.
Project 2025 says that.
Saying that. For anyone that's watching this now or that will watch the replay, if anything that was said in this live that started almost 2.5 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago, this live started. I hope that everyone, at the end of the day, believe how you want to believe. Hold on to what you believe, right? Stand in what you believe, right? If you believe it so strongly, don't allow anyone to sway you from what you believe, right? Be ready to state how you feel and be ready to converse about it, right? And be ready to do it respectfully. And Quantum, you weren't disrespectful when you said a woman shouldn't rule. That was totally your opinion. I almost wonder if you're someone else. I'm going to check you now because I didn't check you before. And I want to make sure that you're like actually, you have 7 subscribers and you've been around since 2010. Okay. All right. So you seem to be legit. You're not trolling. I don't believe. Dude, like right on, Quantum. Me neither. Me neither. I just saw your on the other phone pop up. Me neither. Um, this has been an amazing conversation. And it's okay to agree to disagree. It's okay to agree to disagree. And if the world could do even an ounce of what we all just did here tonight, yeah. If people in the world could just have conversation, how much better the world would be. If people could just talk without weaponizing their opinions, right? What a better place this would be. If people could just talk without having road rage and without pulling out a GUN and without pulling out a, y'all see those swords. Without pulling out the katana and the double-edged sword, if we could have conversations like this, where you feel how you feel and you have your reason to feel that way. And I feel how I feel and I have my reasons to feel that way. If we could get along like that, what a different place the world would be. What a different place social media would be. And what you all did tonight, Anti and I were laughing at each other during the live because she's like, you did this. I did. But I would rather me be the one to do it, right? I didn't know it was going to go this route, but I did do this. Who knew that simply saying, is anybody else happy about the election going to be over soon? Who knew that that would spark up a conversation like this? And I'm glad it did for several reasons. Because those of you that are subscribed here, it gave me a chance to get to know a little bit more about you. And those of you that are not subscribed here and that it's your first time here, it gave you a little bit of a chance to learn a little bit more about me. I stand for all things woman. I stand for all things Black, brown. I stand for all things, period. But when it comes to woman, when it comes to Black American woman, when it comes to brown woman, I stand even taller because it's who I am. I will not vote for Kamala Harris because she's a woman. I will not vote for Kamala Harris because she's a woman of color. I will vote for Kamala Harris because, in my opinion, she is the lesser of two evils. Say it again for the people in the back. I will vote for her because she is the lesser of two evils. I thank you all for joining me and Dion tonight. It got off to a rough start because hubby called and it knocked the live out. But thankfully, we got back on track rather quickly.
Yeah.
I thank you for Blue's security being in here pretty much the entirety of the live. I greatly appreciate it. Again, I will go and I will change the title of the video. I will also post a picture. I will change the thumbnail. For anyone watching the replay, and I will probably put this as a pinned comment, that these are opinions and views, and they are not whatever. There's a thing that you say so that people don't think that you're, well, people are going to think what they want. Yeah, a disclaimer. If I need to put a disclaimer, I'll do that. But I think what this conversation did was brought some things out of me that brought some things to the surface. And Quantum, I thank you for that. And I'm not being sarcastic. If this is your first time watching me, I'm not being sarcastic. I thank you for bringing something to the surface that was clearly already in me, because I myself have been faced with a woman shouldn't do da da da, right? Very recently. And so that woke something up in me. Never be afraid to share how you feel on this channel. Everyone can share how they feel on this channel. Everyone can share how they feel on Blue Inspires. Everyone. Even questions. If people have questions, I have no problem with them going into the comment section and asking a question. Now, if your question is disrespectful, your question won't be acknowledged. It'll be deleted. But for the most part, I don't have that over here yet. With that being said, I'm going to run through comments one more time. And I'll only address comments if there's a question. And then if hubby has any final words to say, he can feel free to do that. I see a link dropped, and I don't know what link it is.
I think it's Alice's.
Okay. Alice has dropped her political channel again. I'm going to go back up. I just drink some water. Watch. Don't stop. Which woman would you choose to run? Oh, okay. You were asking someone else a question.
Blue for president.
Janice said, Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Take it from my hand. I can do this on my own. I'm letting go. There you go. I'll never vote for a woman. Bam. I'll never vote for Trump. Bam. The link again has been dropped. You have, Quantum. That's awesome. You watched me cook, but you've never dropped in the chat before? I hope one day you meet an amazing woman. I don't think we know whether Quantum is a woman or a man. Did we ever get to that? Vote Blue, aka Vote Democrat. Thanks at Blue and Dion. You're welcome. Not sure what you're thanking us for, but you're welcome. One day I hope you meet an amazing woman. Mel, we don't know whether Quantum is a woman or not. They very well could be a woman. and have that same opinion that they would never vote for a woman. Let's understand that, you guys. There are women, yeah, that would never vote for a woman president. Hmm. Plenty. Hmm. Wouldn't vote for Harris, wouldn't vote for Lady Clinton, wouldn't vote for Lady Obama, wouldn't vote for the mother of Jesus. Just wouldn't. A lot of ladies. Oh, they probably are a man. I'm just saying we don't know. Quantum is more than welcome to say what he is, what they are, or if they have no identity. If they don't identify as one or the other, is what I meant to say. All right, you guys. So, the normal thing to do when we end a dinner live is to go back up to the top and tell you all thank you one by one. I'm not going to do that tonight. This is also not the channel where we sing good night. I sing good night on the other channel. I thought I saw a comment where somebody asked for prayer. I'm going to go back because I saw prayer. Jesus, take the wheel. I saw that. And then I thought I saw prayer. I thought I saw the word prayer. I'm trying to catch my breath. I overly medicated. I will not miss my ending prayer by Blue. Are you asking for prayer, Janice? I'm probably not the person to pray. This mug said, sing the Pledge of Allegiance. I would never. I would never. You couldn't pay me. I used to want to sing the Pledge of Allegiance until I paid attention to the words. No, thank you. She said, did you see Anti? She said, sing the Pledge of Allegiance at this point.
No. Nope.
No, thank you. That's a whole nother topic. God forbid we start talking about why Blue refuses to sing the Pledge of Allegiance. No. Anti, you gonna get me in trouble. Anti, my number's probably already gonna drop after this live. Don't make me start talking about the Pledge of Allegiance, girl. I mean the Star Spangled Banner, girl. Wait a minute. What did you say? Which one did you say? Sing the pledge. Oh, you said sing the Pledge of Allegiance. Since when do somebody sing the Pledge of Allegiance, Anti? You don't sing the pledge. Who sings the Pledge of Allegiance?
I don't know.
Has somebody done that? Whether you hate me or you like me, hit the like button. That's right, Quantum. Quantum, y'all, is not going to answer the question regarding being a man or a woman. They're not going to ask. Quantum, why you going to do us like that, huh? Now why you want to go and do that, huh? Hey, now why you want to go and do that, Quantum? People inquiring, the nation of YouTube wants to know. Why you won't tell us? Back in the 80s, they sung the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm an 80s baby. I never sang the Pledge of Allegiance.
Me either.
Her original Anti said, see, Anti, look, I started this, but now you done started this. She said, sing the Pledge of Allegiance.
Never heard it sung.
I never heard it sung.
Heard it recited.
But y'all are saying that they sung it in the 80s?
Where? Because I never heard it sung. I heard it recited. I used to recite it before I realized that.
Yeah, it was recited. I don't do that. Yeah, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I do not. I'm sorry. No, I know you were joking. I just, girl, no. I read it wrong. When you said sing the Pledge of Allegiance, I was thinking sing the national anthem, which is why my response to you was, girl, I'm not singing the national anthem. I used to want to sing the national anthem, but not anymore. And that's what got it confused. I read it, but I thought something different. Never mind, Anti. It's still your fault. It's still your fault, Anti. You said all of that. You said all of that. You said all of that, and I do not. Oh no, I was letting y'all know that I know it. Like I'm not a non-American. You know that Alice and Anti, go to the corner. Where is my hoot at? Because I need her to block Anti, and I need her to block. I need her to block Anti, and I need Hudat to block Alice. I need those two people blocked. That one, laugh out loud. I'm sorry. In school, we stood in class and turned to the flag. Right. Right. I'll do that. Alice messing with me. Talk about some. You said all of that and then said, I do not. I do not anymore. I think I've heard someone sing it before because I'm singing it in my head. Girl, email me blur3313 and send me the video. No, you got yourself in trouble, Anti. Can we go back to for some reason I feel like I'm gonna like you, Quantum. I want you to come back and visit me. In fact, Quantum, come over. Do y'all realize somebody unthumbs? Because at one point it said 36. So while we were talking, somebody took their thumb away. Wait a minute. Literally, while we were talking, y'all, somebody took their thumb away. Because it said 36. It said 35. To whoever was listening to me and got mad because I said I wasn't voting for Trump, or maybe you got mad and said when I said I don't do the Pledge of Allegiance, or maybe you got mad when I said
just went back up.
You know, I don't know what I said to upset y'all to make y'all take the thumb away. I'm so not sorry. Can we get back to Quantum? I think that you should come visit more often. Come over to Blue Inspires and yeah. Cause for the record, let everybody know that Quantum is not telling what their sex is. Just so that we get that cleared up. We know who that was. Y'all, you and Alice are some troublemakers tonight. Okay? Y'all are some troublemakers. Oh, it says 37. I must have been looking at his phone.
Nope, it did say 35 for a moment, then it went back to 36.
All right, you guys. Again, this is not the channel. I have got to go because the store closes in 20 minutes and I don't have any gummy worms. And I have to put on pants and a coat to go outside. Cody, I keep removing your comment. You keep repeating the same thing. Please, if you do it again, A, down. All right, you guys. Janice, did you want prayer? I need to make sure that because I got sidetracked. I heard you say I'm gonna stay here for Blue's ending prayer, but I don't usually end with prayer. Are you asking for prayer? I need to know that before you go, Janice. I need to ask that before you go. The gummy worms can wait if you need prayer. I don't usually end with prayer, but I will if a viewer. No, you know what? No, I don't believe you. So we're gonna pray. She's like, no, go to the store. No, let me clarify what I'm saying. So in your earlier comment, you were saying something about you didn't want to miss Blue's ending prayer. And I don't always end with prayer unless it's requested. So if you're requesting it, I will most definitely end with prayer. It's just not a norm. I think I end with prayer more on the inspirational channel. And don't worry, Janice, because if I have to go to the store that doesn't close till 12, Blue is going to get some gummy worms tonight, okay? I have not had any gummy worms all day today and all day yesterday. Blue going to get some gummy worms. And if anybody would like to send me gummy worms, you can feel free to do that too. And she on her channel begging for gummy worms. Oh, you got the wrong channel. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, because on the other channel we do good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. And then, again, I sometimes do prayer over there on the inspirational channel, but I do it here too if somebody asks. Okay, so this is not the channel for this, but a lot of you over here know about Krista N. I'm going to say Krista N. If you know who that is, then you know who that is. We are continuing to lift her up in prayer. She has had someone in her family has gone on. They stopped selling gummy worms. There was a recall.
I think she's doing it the best with you. You just.
Oh. I was about to Google it. Janice, Alice, I'm taking your mod stack when we do the next live. Okay. You guys, as of now, we are going live tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it will be Tuesday because we need to make our salmon with whole wheat rice and Brussels sprouts. That is the next meal, okay? The meal after that will be a mini seafood boil with snow crab, shrimp, and lobster tail, with broccoli instead of corn, with eggs, with garlic knots instead of Cheddar Bay biscuits, okay? Those are our next 2 meals. So you will see me, unless the Lord call me up out of here, y'all will see me 2 more times this week. They will be extended lives because I will be partially cooking for each of those lives. For instance, the salmon, I'm going to dress it with you all, put it in the oven with you all, and pull it out the oven with you all. Okay? So the chances of that being Tuesday are probably more promising. All right? If I do a live when hubby is at work and I have the car, then I have to stop the live or take you all with me. And I'm sure y'all don't want to drive all over town with me. Okay? Because I don't look at the chat while I'm driving. So, prayers for Krista N. Krista, if you watch this, we are praying for you. We are continuing to pray for you. And we are continuing to pray for your family. Alice, Don't play with me about my gummy worms, okay? What y'all need to pray for me is that when I get down here to the store in the next 15, 16, 17 minutes, that they have the daggone gummy worms, because the other day they did not, and I had to settle for gummy bears, and I was not happy, okay? All right. Yes, prayers for Krista. The do-rag is cool. I do not wear do-rags. This is a scarf. This is a scarf, not a do-rag. But thank you. I wish I could, Alice. I'm hollering. What are you hollering about? The worms? That's not nice to mess with me about the gummy worms. All right, you guys. Stay safe out there. Be blessed. Yes, everyone. Dion, you should have let her Google it. Did you hear her? And Blue, you need to make some lemonade. I need to make you some lemonade. Like fresh squeezed lemonade. Let me tell y'all about this lemonade from yesterday. No, I'm not going to get into no more conversations. Listen. I'm about to go. I have 15 minutes to get on some sweats, get in the car, drive the car from the alley down the street. Okay? I have to go. Okay, I have to go. You guys, thank you so much for... Thank you so much for being... Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate you all. This has been a blast. Baby, hand me some sweats. This has been a blast. I will see you all the next day, possibly Tuesday. I will tell you this, it will be pre-scheduled. So check the community wall. I always schedule the live and then I attach it to the community wall. There should be like some on the bed, just any kind of pants will do. And I attach it to the community wall, okay? Good night, good night, good night. Please check out Blue Inspires. Please check out Alice's political channel. It was dropped several times in the chat. Thank you all for joining Dion and I for a wonderful meal and a wonderful conversation. Thank you guys for allowing each other to share. Thank you for feeling free to share how you guys feel about this 2024 election. Let's pray that whatever God says should be done is what will be done, whether we agree with it or not, because at the end of the day, he's in charge. Excuse me, in my opinion. All right. I'm not religious, but I am spiritual. And I believe that God is the higher power. He's at least my higher power. Who your higher power is your business. Who my higher power is my business. Please remember to drink well, eat well. And when you do that, you will be well. And I will see you all on the next video. Can you please send me Alice's political pay? Hi, Kanisha. Wanda, if you're watching, yes, I will do it shortly. All right. All right, Alice, please send me your political link. Okay. Send it. Alice, send it to me if you could. Thank you. Let me know that you hear me, Alice. I gotta get to the store. Oh, check the dryer, babe. Alice, you hear me? I got you, Wanda. Okay, thank you. Wanda, I got you. As soon as I get it, I got you. Okay. Good night, you guys. Well, it's time to go. Good night, you guys. Well, it's time to go. Oh, gosh, I just said it's the wrong channel. Never mind. I'm getting confused. Okay. I'm putting on sweats. I'm not going out in the cold without some pants on. Okay, you guys? For my Huda and Alice, I'm putting on pants right now. Okay? Everybody have a great night. And I will see you guys later. I will be on Blue's Plate several times this week, but I'll see you guys over on Blue Inspires. Come over there and join some inspirational content and motivational content with me. All right. Gotta go. Thanks for coming in, Kanisha. Bye, you guys. I got 10 minutes to fly to the store. Lord have mercy.